Oh, okay. Technical difficulties this morning. Good morning, everybody. Everybody. All right, just got to pull up my chat here. Wait for a few people to jump on in. And I'll hit you guys with some intro music and we will get going. Delicious show I have on tap for you today. Fuzzy, you're first. Good morning. Good morning to you. Gonna have a fun one today. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. I got my morning groggy voice on, so bear with me here. Jonathan, what's up, man? Nice to have you in here. Good morning to you. Expecting a few more people, especially after recent events. But we'll let the old notifications get out. Takes a little time, you know. Let's see, who do we got? Just Fuzzy and Jonathan. It's the Fuzzy and Jonathan audience show today. Mick T, welcome, my man. Nice to have you here, buddy. I'll wait for two more people to get in, and we'll get it going. Bluto, good morning, my friend. Nice to have you here, buddy. All right. Chris on the drums. What is up with you? Let's get started, man. I'm pumped for this show. And welcome everybody to the, what is this, August 3rd edition of the MLH Comment Show. The only show of its kind on YouTube, as far as I can tell, where I go over each and every one of your comments through the week. Interesting week. Happy to be with you guys this lovely Saturday morning, wherever you are, afternoon, evening, next day, in the past, whatever. Pippi, welcome. Everybody in chat, welcome. Moses, my man, welcome to you. Chris on the drums, Fuzzy, Bluto, Mick T, Jonathan Mazzilli, thank you all for being here. And if during the show I don't welcome you on in, I'm sure Fuzzy and everybody else will give you a very warm welcome. Nice to have you all here. We had an interesting week, didn't we? But a fun one. For the most part, we'll go over some stuff that wasn't so fun. But for the most part, it was a very good week on the MLH channel. So glad you all are here. Will you get timed out? Not a chance, Pippi. Not unless you're gonna be homophobic, racist, or bother someone else in chat. You are not going to be timed out or blocked on this channel. You can try with me, but even my patience runs thin sometimes. So, you know. There were sandwiches, Fuzzy, and we're going to talk about it. That was one of the highlights of the week. So, why do we not get right into it and start with the comments? 5 days ago, Nancy Canadian says replay. You know, Nancy just likes her name said on the stream. I know it. It's all good, Nancy. I have no problems doing so. Thank you for your comment. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you. Nameless, Big Chief in the house. What's up, man? Nice to have you here, buddy. Nameless says, replay crew, could you comment on the Sonia Massey case? Or Massey case. I don't know how they that family pronounces the name there. When you have a moment, I have a moment now. Nameless. I haven't really talked much about the Sonia Massey case because I've been working on a closer to home case with very similar circumstances. The Kylan Lewis case in Aurora, Colorado. Highly recommend you guys look up that information and help where you can, make your voice heard, etc., etc. Basically, K-Dot's cousin got gunned down by a police officer, and that hits just really close. K-Dot is basically a member of my family, like my brother, and to see him in the pain that he's been in, and the family in the pain they are in right now, just hurts. And so I've been working on that, but the circumstances are fairly similar. The Sonia Massey case, if I can speak this morning. Hold on, let me get a little drink for my lack of audible skills this morning. Okay, there we go. So the Sonia Massey case, if those of you don't know what's going on with that, it was an African American woman who was in her residence, her apartment, I believe, and a cop was inside. I don't know if he just let himself in. She invited him in. I don't know the exact details of that case because I've been so busy with the Kylan Lewis case and other such endeavors. But from what I gather, the lady had mentioned that she was going to anoint the officer. She was boiling water on the stove or some type of liquid, and the cop took that as a threat. And Sonia Massey didn't have anything in her hands, and the cop shot her in the head and was fired and is now going through charges for murder, as he should. Should be the same way with the Kylan Lewis stuff, but, it is what it is there. We're working on that, and we want to get Officer Michael Deek in the same predicament that officer that shot Sonia Massey is in, and that is to put him in jail and try him for murder. That's what needs to happen. Those officers didn't need to be inside her house. They should have left. I agree, Pippi. If they felt they were in danger, they should have called a mental health expert. Those are my initial impressions of that case, and I'm glad that officer is in jail. Unindoctrinated, welcome to you. Big Chief says, that was a travesty. I agree. I think they asked for her ID. Yeah. They should have left. Didn't expect to see you this early, Nunya says. Yeah, I do the comment show basically when I wake up, and I'm able to get in studio, and just want to get it done for you guys early on Saturday. I know you guys got stuff to do. Caucasian Sasquatch, welcome to chat, my friend. He says, MLH, are you my daddy? Don't think I'm quite old enough, Sasquatch, but I'm not going to say no. Let's see. I saw the video on that. She called for some. She thought somebody was prowling around outside her house, and the cops went in, got get her ID after looking around outside. Yeah, I know. It's pretty terrible. Nancy, I already went through your comment. Nice to have you in here. Didn't she actually throw the what? No, she did not throw the water at M. Pippi at all. She had nothing in her hands. The cop executed her. He was judge, jury, and executioner. The video is readily available online. Highly recommend watching the video once because it's really tough to watch. Terrible. Shot in the head. Dead. You know. Let's see. What else do we got? Do we got anybody else? Defiance, welcome. Good morning. Wendy, nice to have you here. Editing but listening in the background. I hear you, man. Rosie Things, welcome. Nice to have you here. Defiance Unleashed. You're an interesting character, and you seem very familiar to me, Defiance Unleashed. I can't quite place it, but you know something in your videos, something in your emails to me, something tells me that I know you. I don't know what tells me that, Defiance Unleashed, but something really tells me that I know you. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, let's see. King Bluto says she was trying to move a boiling pot of water. Cop executed her. Yes. Sub to MLH, and he accepts likes today as well. You do know me, Defiance says. Really? I wonder who you are, Defiance. I wonder who you are. I have a really good guess. All right, let's continue on with the comments here. Nameless says, Replay crew, could you comment on the Sony? Oh, yeah, I already did that one. Sorry, Nameless. I got you in there. KT PETA says, Replay team, welcome back, friends. Sorry I missed your live on your first day back. It's all good, KT. I am definitely back and in full effect. Another emoji-laden comment from KT. Thank you. And then one or two final ones from her Party Time, MLH, Mods Chat, and Bernie. Thank you for the comment, KT. And MLH finally got the money to honeydew list done. Bernie is a happy camper. If by honeydew list you mean doing a lot of busy work, getting records from the police departments, and doing a lot of investigative work, KT, then yeah, you're correct. User says, I'm so sorry I missed it. You never have to be sorry about missing anything. Thank you for the comment nonetheless. And, the replay crew is definitely strong. Cape Cod Cop Watcher, welcome on in. Nice to have you here as well. Nancy Alley, I am loving the morning voice. Yes, this is this is my morning voice, Nancy Alley. Pretty sexy, huh? No, I think it's the opposite of that. I think it's gross. Okay. I'm really parched. That's why. Let's see. I think we're caught up on comments in the chat. All right, let's continue on. Bernie says, hi, you are beautiful, MLH. You're biased, Bernie. You're very biased. That was on my venting session video. Let's see. KT PETA says, so are you, Bernie. I agree. Bernie is a beautiful person. Thank you guys for the comments. Let's continue. Nomfic says, sorry I wasn't on the chat to hear you express some of your inner feelings regarding your Prius and the people who just make it more frustrating for you to get yourself back on a regular routine of normalcy. Sorry to see you in the dumps, but sometimes it's good for us to see the lows for a tad bit, to appreciate all the good things we take for granted. Love your family, love the person you are enjoying life with, and most of all, love yourself, because you've got this, and there is no hill yet you can't climb. Namfik, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the kind words. Had a rough previous week, but I had a very good week, except for a couple little bumps this week, and had to vent a little bit about the whole car situation, but we're back on track. So yes, I agree. It's you got to have some of the darkness to enjoy the light. So thank you so much. Unindoctrinated, who's in chat, says, "Ugh, what a disaster! You and the shark deserve better." Thank you, Unindoctrinated. It's getting better. I'm making progress. I'm doing all right. You know. Let's see. What else we got? Defiance says, "Get some tea to sip, my dude." Yeah, maybe a little bit of coffee would work too. I'm sipping on some red drank. I forget what that's called. Cherry limeade is what I'm sipping on right now. All right, Gimmickless says, "Glad to see you got your car back. Looking good too." It is. It's only got a couple things left to get it back to almost brand newness, as they say. Nunya says, "Glad you got the shark back. About time." Yeah, it was a whole month without the shark. So, Southern Yankee, welcome. Nice to have you in here. Let's see. Alan B says, "Looks like a nice piece of work." It is, man. The shark is definitely beautiful. I totally dig it. The totally new redesigned Prius is badass. Better engine, better looks, fits me to a T, I think, and Bernie for that matter. Fairy Tanya, welcome on in on the comment, says, "Yay, glad you got it back." Me too. And then Gimmickless says basically what I echoed earlier. Without darkness, one would not appreciate the light, such as life, and it is short span. Without death, we would take for granted the most important things that make life worth living. Couldn't agree more, Gimmickless. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Marcab Recon, our good friend Sir Crepitus, says, "Right on, MLH. Just keep on rocking. We appreciate you. Thank you very much." Same comment. That's okay. Thank you. Drifter 2805 says, "I remind myself that this too shall pass. Think of all the things I'm grateful for and enjoy nature." Yeah, I mean, Drifter, Colorado's a nice place for that. No matter where you are in Denver, you can look to the west and see the grandness and the majesticness of the mountains. Is that even a word? Majesticness, the majesty of the mountains, I guess, is a better way to put it. And that always kind of centers me. It makes me feel better. Alan B, welcome. Nice to have you here, bud. On vacation in Maine, Jonathan. Right on, man. Hope you're having a good time, man. Relaxing, enjoying nature, maybe, stuff like that. Drifter also says, "Awesome on getting the shark back." Thank you, Drifter. Appreciate it. KT Peta with another comment says, "I can honestly say you're one of the most honest and humble people that I've never met. When I see someone going through hard times in any way, shape, or form, it hurts my heart and my mind because I, too, know how that is. I just want to help and do whatever I can to relieve those issues. Sorry that though financially I myself am going through it, however, I will always support you and do whatever I can. Thank you, MLH, and Bernie, too." Thank you, KT. I appreciate that. I mean, watching the videos, liking the videos, sharing the videos, commenting, maybe talking to your friends and family. This is my channel is truly a grassroots channel. I don't buy subs. I don't I don't edit my videos to make myself look better and others look worse. I don't create drama like others do. I don't perpetuate lies and bullshit to, you know, fan drama and you know, inflate my sub count by bullshitting or lying or putting people down or anything of that nature. From time to time, I'll have a stream where I have to address attacks on my character or my integrity, but those are few and far between. I think in the entire time I've had this channel, I've had to address things I can count on one hand. My chat is a drama-free zone. I don't allow a lot of the BS that a lot of other channels do. So it's it's very rare occurrence, and we'll talk about an occurrence later on in this stream. But I really, don't buy into all the BS, and I call out BS for what it is. And there's a lot of nefarious people out there that want to do harm in the guise of being righteous and stuff like that. And we'll get into a little bit of it. I'm not gonna, make this a drama-filled morning, but we'll get into a tiny bit of it. Main thing I like about this channel, no drama. Exactly, Bluto. And when I do address the dramatics that are going on, I do it in a way to put things to rest. I move on from things. I don't let anybody get me down for any length of time. Stuff like that. So I appreciate that. You appreciate that, Bluto. I really do. Among other things I like about this channel, there's no drama in your style of auditing. Yeah, well, I mean, I can't say there's no drama, Bluto, but the drama usually 90% of the time, 95% of the time stays in the frame of the camera, whether I'm dealing with a cop or a nasty public servant or, a nasty human being that needs to be brought down a peg or two. Whatever the case is, it's usually in the frame of the camera, and you guys can see what's going on. And, I like to fashion myself as a mirror. If you give me a hard time, well, of course, in return, you're going to get a hard time. If you show compassion, you show empathy, sympathy, any of those things, then I'm going to do the same to you. So I try to be as mirror-like as possible. There are a few exceptions. I've talked about those exceptions before. Like if you're a dirty cop, and I know you're a dirty cop, then I may just let you have it before we even talk about anything because, I already know who you are. All right. Ginger says, what time today? That stream was, I can't remember, Ginger, but I think you were in it. So good on you. Susan Everett, welcome. Nice to have you here. You get respect for as long as you offer it. That's exactly right, Wendy. 100%. You guys haven't subbed to Wendy. Make sure you do so. I love Wendy's channel. He's a voice of reason, very diplomatic in his approach to everything. Sometimes to a fault, Wendy, but you're just a good all-around dude, and I do enjoy your content immensely. Hey, Carrie Ann, friend of the channel, says they got it done. Wonderful. Well, not quite, Carrie Ann. Very close. They got most of the hail damage out. I just have to fight with the insurance company about a couple more things, and then we should be good to go. Harry Nuts says, looking good. Our good friend Harry Nuts. Thank you very much, Harry. Polly Glock says, did they put in a supercharger? Actually, they did. It's called a big-time upgrade from the previous models of the Prius, Polly. It's got like double the engine, man. It feels like a normal car instead of a supercharged go-kart, you know. Uh, let's see. What else do we got? Big Chafe. Big Chafe. Big Chief. Yeah, we don't want any chafing here. Says, "Aight, SA." Yeah, man. That was for the live stream, the members only live stream that I did. It was a very chill, very reflective members only live stream, which I released after for everybody else. But it was a nice day at Sloan's Lake, which was really cool. This month I plan on having conspiracy music on to do, you know, to do a very cool musical stream. You know, very, very cool. Keeper says, on the porch with a corn pipe and a banjo. Hi, Bernie. Keeper always has to get his Bernie fix in there. But yes, I was definitely sitting on the porch contemplating some things. You know, it was very stressful the week before. And, you know, sometimes I let you guys know my where my anxiety level is as well. You know I'm always offering up my email to have you guys contact me if you're having a hard time, and maybe we can talk and, you know, via email or text or whatever, and figure out some things. But you know, you guys are definitely super cool and have always been pretty cool to me. So, you know, Howard County, welcome. Nice to have you here. Yeah, Keeper's always like that, unindoctrinated for sure. Susan Everett says, missed the live, MLH. It's all good, Susan. I know you're a big time supporter. I appreciate you big time. Thank you for being a member, and thanks for all the members for being a member, Keeper included. Susan has the coveted Creature from the Black Lagoon icon next to her name. That's for 3 months or more membership months. So there you go. KT Peta says, venting is free and I'm here to listen on my venting session. It's cheaper than jail, KT says. Yes, it is cheaper than jail. Loves Cat says, thank you for all you do. So the insurance only covered $1,700 of the $9,000. If so, we need to do a fundraiser for you. No. That's a misnomer. The insurance covered most of it except for my $1,000 deductible. But what had happened is the insurance gave me just over $1,600 in hopes that I would just go away and not get the car fixed. I knew it was going to cost more than that. It ended up costing just under $9,000, I believe, right about $9,000. Plus the rental car was $1,200 that I had to come out of pocket first. But it worked out. I mean, I had to pay $1,000 total to get it mostly fixed. Now, like I said, there's a couple of things that need to be repaired, but they're rather minor. Some scratches and a chip that they missed on the front. But no, $1,000 is what I was out, and trust me, I had to scrimp and scrape for that $1,000, but I got it done, and you know, we're all good. Gimmickless, welcome. Nice to have you in here, buddy. And if I missed anybody, I do apologize. Thank you very much for being in here. But thank you, Loves Cat, for the concern. And you know, here's something. I discussed this with someone very recently about the money and YouTube, right? I've been accused at various times in my YouTube journey of being a clicks and views guy. And to that, I say, yes, I'm a clicks and views guy, and I'll tell you why. Anybody that's on YouTube has the same thing in mind, to get their message out to as many people as possible. But you can tell from my sub count that I'm not making a huge amount of money from YouTube, okay? Clicks and views definitely help to get the message out, and they definitely help to mitigate some of the cost it takes me to go out and do these things, right? I showed you guys, I mean, I just got a bill, an invoice for, which I don't have the money for some information about the union leader, some body cam footage, and some disciplinary actions against him. They want to charge me $231 for those records. I don't have it. I have 14 days to come up with it. If KDOT and I come up with the money, we come up with the money. You know what I mean? Like it's just that way. Either we have it or we don't. And I came to you guys one time to ask for money because there were some very important documents which I shared with you all that they were overcharging us for, but nonetheless we needed. This is kind of the same case, but I'm not going to go to you guys every single time that I need money and e-beg. It's just not in my nature. I don't do that. You guys know how you can support the stream. You've come out in droves and donated memberships. You've got memberships yourself. You've donated via Cash App, PayPal, all that stuff. So I don't need to reiterate that every stream, every 10 minutes, and inundate you with e-begging. All right, it's very annoying, I know, because I'm on here on my very little free time in other people's chats, and I know how that is. So if you guys enjoy my work, you definitely know what to do. That's what I'm gonna say. But thank you, Loves Cat. I really appreciate it, and I hope that addresses anybody's concern about clicks and views and money and things of that nature. Nobody can live for free. I do this full time, more than full time. So it is what it is. And I didn't start making any type of money until probably about 2.5 years into this journey. So, and it's definitely not enough to make a living, but it's getting there. And I always want to do a reflection, like every so often, maybe 6 months, maybe every year, to make sure that I still have my head on my shoulders and I'm not getting away from the mission. I'm not, getting away from the things that you guys and gals love, and make sure to check myself, if that makes sense. Defiance, thank you for the $5 super chat. Your willingness to take time to discuss respectfully over email is respected. Thank you, Defiance. I appreciate that. I hope, I think I know who you are, Defiance, and I hope that you can come to the conclusion that the person that you're really supporting is not who they say they are. I'm pretty sure you've been with that person for a long time, and just realize that person has hurt a lot of really good people, people that I've talked to over the phone, text, emailed, things of that nature, and I hope that you can turn it around too, because there's a lot to be gained by stepping away from that side of things and really understanding, that there are good people in this world, and they don't deserve what's going on with them. Nameless says, replay team, thank you for being on the replay crew, Nameless. I really appreciate it. Just a way for the state to skirt accountability, Jonathan says. Mama Opal, welcome. Nice to have you here. Thank you for being a member. Just dropped in, but what you do is not easy. You should be making money. I never understand why people think they can decide who should make money and who shouldn't. You'd be surprised, Mama Opal. I have to defend that from time to time. It's not, okay, I'll be honest with you guys. Right now, I make anywhere between $300 and $400 every month. Before, it was $100 every 2 to 3 months, right? So $400 a month is sounds like a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things, it really isn't. So, I've always been transparent with everybody, even though I don't need to share this info with you. I just want you guys to know I've always stayed humble, no matter what. And I agree with you. Why shouldn't people have the ability to make money? Just don't e-beg for it all the time. It's not a good look. And, I don't know. People will take care of you if you take care of them, and I truly feel that way about this channel. I've done a lot of really really good work in the Denver metro area, and you know, and so is KDOT, and it's nice to be appreciated. Let's just put it that way. Thank you very much for that comment, Mama Opal. I really appreciate it. Riddle's in chat. What's up, Riddle? Nice to have you here. What else do we got? Kevin H. Good morning to you. John Eagle. Welcome on in. Nice to have you here as well. Yes, make sure you hit that like button. I mean, if you can't afford a membership, you can't afford to support financially, hitting the like button, watching the streams, even previous streams or videos, all that stuff helps. Trust me. Pallone says, MLH community service. Okay, this is what I wanted to kind of highlight for this stream. I did a really great stream, in my opinion, of homeless outreach. It didn't last too long. I mean, I had 20 sandwiches, courtesy of Bernie, which I thank immensely for, instead of just tossing out sandwiches, giving me the opportunity to give them to people that are less fortunate. So that's what I did one day. I got back to kind of the roots of this channel, homeless outreach, very high on my list of things to do. I've talked about this before. I ran out of resources. My hookup with food, quit their job, so I couldn't exactly, just out of my pocket all the time afford to go out and do the same things. So it was really nice to get back out there and do some homeless outreach, unhoused outreach, as they say nowadays. I really enjoy that portion of my journey on YouTube, and you guys can see the receipts on my channel. I used to do it all the time, and it's always really nice to give back to the less fortunate. So, Westside, nice to have you here. Standing Tall, nice to have you here as well. And Crofty, welcome. Nice to have you here as well. All right, let's continue on. Something major happening on Colfax. That was the low light of the week. 4 people got shot. One person died during a shooting that I covered. I couldn't gather much more information than that. There was it was kind of a somber stream, but there was kind of one funny thing that happened. There was a guy that admitted that a barber of all things admitted that he smoked rock. As he said, obviously crack cocaine, something of that nature. And it was really odd. It was an odd conversation. You guys got to check it out. Thank you, Keeper, for the comment, and thank you for being a member. Becky says, darn it, I missed the live replay crew. It's all good, Becky. It was a fairly uneventful stream other than what I just said. Thank you for being a member for at least 3 months, Becky. I really appreciate you, and I think you do great work in LA. Let's see. Continuing on. J-Bat, welcome. Nice to have you here. I don't think Mr. Barber Guy was a reliable source of info, just what I was talking about, Flea Factory. Gangbangers don't normally go around shooting up regular peeps, not saying innocent peeps don't get caught in the crossfire, but usually they're targeting somebody they have a beef with. I mean, if you're going to drive by a whole-ass Taco Bell, who's going to bring that amount of media and cops just for fun? I agree. I don't think it was a gang shooting, to be honest, Flea Factory, because anytime there's a shooting, the Aurora PD is always quick to point fingers at gangs. So I think that was the narrative that the cops were spitting for their own narrative. You know what I'm saying? They've done it time and time again. So, it just, you just got to watch out for it. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't a gang shooting, but I don't think it makes much sense, to be honest with you. Kevin H, who's in chat, says, God bless Bernie and MLH. The famous sandwich maker. Yes, she is awesome at that. Awesome at a lot of things, but that's one of her many, many talents. Keeper of the List says, name names, point fingers, please. If you watch that stream, we're going to get into it now. The Is KT PETA Really Ellie and the Dangers of Bullying stream. I named quite a few people in that, Keeper, because there comes a point when you can only take so much behind the scenes bullshit that you have to address things, or in front of the camera BS and be accused of this and that and the other before you finally speak up, right? As a good friend of mine pointed out, you can only get kicked in the ass so many times before you do the ass kicking. So I pretty much put a lot of stuff to rest in that particular stream, and now this is one of the very few streams on the channel that address a few dramatic elements. But I think I put that rumor, all right, there's a lot of rumor mongering going on. I put the rumor that KT PETA is not Ellie, all right? So, and I know people are still going to believe whatever they want to believe. They can, let them believe it. I don't know what else to tell you. If you don't believe the proof that's right in front of your face, I don't know what to tell you. I bring facts and truth. And facts and truth always rise above the noise. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. King Bluto says, that stream broke my heart to see what happened with Ellie. It really did, Bluto, but it was a good, refreshing stream in the same breath, Bluto, because there was a lot of stuff that got addressed, and I knew this stuff from a long time ago, and it did break my heart too, and I'm glad Ellie had a chance to finally, set the record straight on a lot of things. And if you want more on that, you can definitely watch that stream and figure out what's going on. Belinda says a name was given. That's right. She also says, all I know is in DOA's chat, he gets his chat all stirred up about people he doesn't have proof of, but spreads the hate. A lot of his chat do as he asks. It's awful. So sorry, Ellie. Well, that's one of the elements of it. That's kind of where the whole mess started, right? So there's no lie detected there. That it is what it is. Westside, thank you for your $2 super chat. Very generous of you. Thank you, MLH. Your civil duties encourage us. I always try to be encouraging. Is Fab Drizzle in the house? What's up, Fab Daddy? Nice to have you in here. Who's got coffee? Exactly. I need coffee this morning. Oh, man. And I'm not a huge coffee drinker, but that does sound good. All right, let's continue on. Keeper continues, says, which chat? God. Drifter says, God, it takes a while for YouTube to put up the chat. Yeah, it does. I don't know if the chat is still rendering or whatever, but sometimes it takes like a long time for those chats to render. You can see. Also, check out KT PETA's last live stream, I believe. There's even more context there. I'll leave it at that. He needs to show more receipts before he starts opening his mouth, Bluto says. I totally agree, Bluto. There's never any receipts, at least in my case, definitely not in Ellie's case. Stuff like that. Keeper says, don't make me email you. Email me, Keeper, if you have any questions. You know what I mean? Pippi, who's in chat, says, I'm so disappointed I missed this stream. Ellie, I miss you, and I'm so sorry these thugs and bullies and their followers are so pathetic. I'm no longer following them anymore since that day. Sending big hugs, and I hope to see you online soon. I hear you, Pippi. I just want Ellie to get better, And, Pippi3716 says, same here. Had to unsub to DOA and all his flying monkeys. They are a disgrace. I don't recommend unsubbing from anybody. That's, I've never said that. That's actually a violation of the terms of service of YouTube. But I understand the sentiment. Ginger says ditto. Thank you. Thank you all for your support. I mean, I can't. I mean, people. I mean, people with scruples and common sense can see through the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Pippi says Ellie strong and KT PETA strong. Thank you very much, Pippi. Very, very kind words. Ginger, good morning. I just went over one of your comments. Thank you for being here. Wait. If there is a spanking involved, can I film it? Standing Tall says. Sure. Why not? Standing Tall. Whatever floats your boat, bud. Drifter says, Ellie, you did nothing wrong. DOA enjoys victimizing people. Thanks for making me feel comfortable chatting on the channels you modded. There's a lot of that, Drifter. A lot of people outpouring of support for Ellie. They know who she was and who she is. And she's always been very welcoming in chat, never lets anybody harass anybody else and stuff like that. Let's just wish Ellie the best in her recovery, her mental recovery from the stress and everything that went on. That's a personal decision of each person whether to sub or unsub. I agree, King Bluto. Ginger, let's see. What else? What do we got? Your birthday was yesterday, Ginger? Well, happy belated birthday, Ginger. I hope you had some good drinks. Biscuits and Groovies in chat. What's up? Good morning, MLH. La Rata. Who else do we got in here? Oh, Devo, welcome. Nice to have you here. All right. Roseanne says DOA is a roach. I tend to stay as much as I can away from ad hominems, Roseanne, but thank you for the comment. I really appreciate it. Windy City Thetan Watch, who is in chat or was in chat anyways, probably listening, probably lurking. Hiya, Ellie. Didn't know you would be on today, but I've been here in support if I did. I know you would have, Windy. It was an impromptu stream. I took the opportunity to present it to you all so that way you all knew the truth 100% unequivocally, definitively. I put some shit to rest yesterday. Susan, I'm praying for Ellie. It's what I do. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate you. Big time. I do. Okay. Thank you, Unindoctrinated, for putting that link in. I really appreciate it. Windy City Thetan Watch says hi. Oh, I already went over that. Linda Perry says, I always enjoyed you being a mod, Ellie. So sorry you had to go through all of this. Please take care of yourself. People do care about you, and I am one of them. Thank you so much, Linda Perry. I know there's a lot of people that have lurked and have made their informed decision on the right side of things, and I'm glad you were part of that, team of people, growing number of people that understand the truth. Sue Irwin says, Replay Crew. Thank you for being on the Replay Crew, Sue. I really appreciate it. Judy Chang 766 says, I'm not up on all the Mod War thing, but I did see the panel and I was appalled by the ignorance and hatred. Bullying anyone is not acceptable. Thank you for allowing these ladies to speak, and I'm truly sorry for the pain they caused. DOA is out of control and should be ashamed of himself. Peace and love to all. The thing is, Judy, there's no shame. I mean, there's no being ashamed for him. I there's no remorse for anything that he's ever done. He's never, gone back and said I was wrong about this or that and the other. And this goes back years. The amount of people that he's tried to destroy is insane. It's crazy. You just have to do the looking yourself, and you'll find like thing after thing after thing that just adds up to the same person being a creep and a weirdo and awful to people. I mean, I don't know how this guy has so much hatred for people that he would do these type of things. I just don't get it. But I don't think I need to get it because I'm completely opposite of that. So, you know, I've always tried to do good for people, the opposite, and try to help people and be kind and you know, have fun and all that stuff. I don't want all the vitriol and the hate and all of that. So, it is what it is. Nancy Canadian says replay. Thank you very much, Nancy. I do appreciate you. Prayers up for Ellie. I agree. Go Orioles. Yeah, 8-1. Yeah, for sure, Alan. Go Orioles, buddy. Susan says comment have to have empathy and a conscience to be ashamed. I agree, Susan. I've talked about that at length on my channel, having sympathy, empathy, compassion, love. I even, after the first dust settled, right, I even told everybody on this channel, I believe it was on a comment show, that, some of these people that were really mean will eventually find out that, everything wasn't as they seemed, and they might come back to the channel, and it's up to us to, empathize and sympathize and have compassion and welcome those people back and not pass judgment and move on and become stronger for it. I'm hoping to grow this channel in that way. I want to avoid as much as the drama as I can. I can't promise that there isn't going to be some form of drama on this channel. It's as drama free as a channel can be, I believe. At least a channel of this nature. And every single sub that I really have earned. I've never paid for a single sub. I've never pulled stunts to gain subs like certain people have. I've never been overly dramatic to gain subs. I've never delved into the drama side of things for subs. So, my channel is a slow moving, hopefully eventually behemoth of a channel that will get up there. And like I said, I'm going to do self-evaluations every 6 months or so just to make sure I'm on the right track and still doing the right things, still being honest and upfront with you all, and, continue to just, grow this strong community of the Monster Squad and hopefully end up, having some real, strength behind our channel and, being able to do some of the things that I want to do. I want to do more homeless outreach. I want to do more protesting. I want to do more cop watching, all that stuff. So we're working towards it. It's an ever-growing, ever-changing, slow move up that mountain, right? And as long as I think we're going up that mountain, I think we're going to be okay. And I don't think, I know myself, I don't have it in me to be super mean. I mean, if you push me in a corner, then I'm going to react. But, nobody puts MLH in a corner. Let's see. What am I missing in chat here? I don't like tyrants and bullies. As long as they aren't one of those, we're good. I agree, Jonathan. What else we got? You can pay for subs. You definitely can, Standing Tall. And I know certain people that have paid for subs, and check out great panel tonight. All right. Chris on the drums. Wakey, wakey. Time to get bakey. I agree, man. Good on you. Wake and bake, bud. Kima says what Scott has done in LA is what he has done in West Virginia and DC. Sadly, no one wanted to hear it and had to find out for themselves. Let me stop real quick, Kima, and address that. Nobody told me. Nobody brought receipts to me. I had this hit me like a ton of bricks. And I know there were others that were hit like a ton of bricks as well. But I don't dispute what you're saying. I'm sure there were people that were in chats that were screaming to the high heavens and warning everybody about, DOA and his antics and his crew. But, sometimes it does take getting slapped in the face to realize what's going on. You know what I'm saying? He creates drama and division. He is a cult of his own. Ooh, I'm going to touch on that point in a minute. And unfortunately, Laura will find out the hard way and be his victim also. He truly needs to be stopped. Ellie, love Ellie, and just sub to KT PETA. Ellie, I will be praying for healing for you, dear. He hears my prayers. You are loved, my dear. Thank you for that, Kima. It's a very thoughtful comment. The cult thing. I want to talk about that because it does seem like that. Like he has his own cult. He definitely has his own cult of personality. But it does kind of seem like he has a cult because no matter what you say to his followers, they don't care. They just like the drama, And that's not how I do things on this channel. Thank you, though. Nameless, the real question is how much they pay the people who do the work, $15 per hour. Okay, this is in response to a post I put. Now, see, remember I mentioned I have an invoice out there for $231, I believe. I posted it for all of you to see. And it's never ending. It's always this way, And you can see on that screenshot that I put it in the community post that it costs $57 an hour for elected or not elected government officials to get you the public records that you already paid for. So we already pay for the officers that are looking at these records. We already pay their salary. We already pay for the records themselves, but yet we have to pay $57 an hour. And they always make up some arbitrary amount of hours. In this case, it was 5 hours. They graciously give you 1 hour for free. But even then, $230? Come on, man. I mean, I just told you guys what I make on YouTube, right? I make way less than minimum wage. So, and you're right, $15 an hour? That's not even what they pay in Aurora. You know what the minimum wage in Aurora is? $13.75 an hour. $13.75 an hour versus $57 an hour. How the hell is anybody supposed to get records that they request if they charge that much? The tyranny of fees. Yes, Adam. Welcome on in, Adam. Homegrown. Welcome. Nice to have you in here. So there you go. That illustrates my point right there, Nameless. Thank you for pointing that out. Scooter Mom. MLH, thank you so much for doing this. This is the KT PETA Ellie stream. I said from the beginning of the mess, Ellie was never anything but kind to me, and I always saw her modding on behalf of the content creators only. KT PETA has modded for me and has been good to me. Ethel loves Ricky. I don't know what that reference is, but nice inside joke there. And has been a supportive chatter. MLH, you rock. Ellie, please continue to take care of yourself. You are a good soul. Thank you, Scooter Mom, for saying what more and more people are quickly coming to realize. Unindoctrinated. You know what? Before I go on, let me just make mention. I've been friends with Ellie for years, and she's a friend. And I heard somebody said, well, mods shouldn't be the content creators' friends. There's a difference. Ellie and I have a healthy respect for each other as well. and we respect each other enough to know when someone fucks up, we're going to call it out. If Ellie fucked up in our conversations, I would tell her, she would listen, and we may agree to disagree, but at least we could have a conversation about it. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference between having a friend as your mod and having a friend that you also respect as your mod. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. Nobody is breaking the bank on YouTube, Jonathan says. Yeah, unless your name is Logan Paul or Jake Paul or one of those big high up YouTubers. Nobody's breaking the bank. I agree with you, Jonathan. Unindoctrinated said, this is ridiculous. No reason to treat Ellie with anything but respect. 100% unindoctrinated. 100. MLH, read your state's FOIA laws. There should be a fee waiver section. News purposes sometimes qualified. Just saying. Yeah, Standing Tall, we're working on it. Trust me, we're working on it. There is stuff in that direction that's we're trying to address. So we're all over it. Oh hell no says, I had a live stream planned on this subject that I pulled because you set the record straight. Thank you for doing this. Ellie, what you are going through breaks my heart. I can't believe that people in this community take pleasure in driving someone to think of unaliving themselves. That is just sick. I have a small channel, little over 250 subs, and I am not afraid for myself to call these people out. What keeps me silent is my fear of what will happen to other small channels that I am associated with if I do. Without the support of the really big channels, we know who they are and what they have chosen to remain, and that they have chosen to remain silent. We small channels have no recourse but to remain silent for each other's sake. I never believed KT was anyone other than who she presented herself to be. I never met Ellie, never had any dealings with her, but I will say that she has never done anything to me. My final statement is this. If you want to know who the mastermind is, look for the common denominator. Coincidence is the product of careful planning by he who benefits most. Remember that. I think I've covered that. Oh, hell no. But thank you nonetheless for your thoughtful comment. And, I'm glad you said that. But I'm going to tell you something. I think all the small streamers should speak out. All of them. Every single one of them. Don't be afraid. I used to be afraid, right? I used to be afraid as a smaller channel to say something to a bigger channel. But I'm no longer afraid, right? And I still have a small channel. I have just over 6,000. For whatever reason, I'm still losing subs. I think it's because I wasn't on the week previously. I didn't do any content the week previously, but it doesn't matter if I have 1 sub or 6,000 or 10,000 or 100,000. I do think that people should speak out when they see BS. If you have a channel, speak out. I will support you. I have a bigger channel than you, hell no, but it's still a tiny guppy in a sea of sharks. And it's up to the guppies to school together so that they don't get eaten up by the sharks. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I pride myself most on the channel is getting people to their milestones. I've had people get up to 60,000 subs. I've had people get up to 50 subs. Their milestone markers. I've helped people get to 5,000 subs, 100, whatever the milestone is. I've even had like marathon streams to get people where they need to go on their journey on YouTube. And I think it's really important for other people to don't be afraid. Do not be afraid, because bullies can only punch you so much before you have to punch them in the mouth. So there you go. Silence is compliance, defiance. What is that in reference to? I have about 28 subs. Of course, because you just created your channel, Defiance. Obviously, you're going to gain more subs. You know that. You know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know who you not work for, but really want to support. I know all that, Defiance. So you're playing. You're trying to play a long game, but it's probably not going to work out for you. It's probably not going to work out for DOA or any of the people over there. So Just letting you know. Pippi says, MLH, I remember you saying when he set up the camp at the Blue Building, you said something like, this isn't going to go well. I called it. You're right, Pippi. I called it. I knew the encampment was a bad idea from the get-go. I just knew it. I knew it. And of course, what happened. Becky, nice to have you in here. Chris says, Eric Rader said it best in one of his streams. A swarm of hornets can send a grizzly bear running. That's exactly right. Like you got to get together and stand up to your bullies. I'm not working for DOA. I think you might be wrong on who I am. I don't think I'm wrong. I think I know exactly who you are, Defiance. And I think I have tangible proof of it. Very tangible proof. Viv Ross says, well said. Thank you very much for the comment. True North Transparency says, Grinder. I've heard about Grinder. No thanks. This was in response to me on my post yesterday about my other show, RP Grinders, which is not in any shape, form, not that there's anything wrong with that website. It's not affiliated with Grindr. It's a show about video games. That's it. All right, True North Transparency. Hopefully I got that message through. Howard County says, link doesn't work from a phone. Sorry about that, HCO. It's just twitch.tv/RP Grinders is the thing. Sorry that link didn't work for you. Let's see. What else we got? We must always take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. Yeah, it's good comment there. All right, let's continue on. Keeper says, I thought you were going to say in the nude. You wouldn't have watched that, would you have? All right, Chris, who's in chat, here's your comment, buddy. People need to slow their roll because this is damaging people's lives. I can't remember which one said it, but she's 100% right. They are behaving just as bad as the Scientologists they're protesting against. Thanks for setting the record straight and standing up for these women, MLH. I just finished watching KT PETA stream from yesterday and hearing the pain in her and Ellie's voices. No one deserves to be put through that hell, especially over something as trivial as being a mod. Much respect. Edit. Let me also say, even though it was painful for her to relive, I think Ellie really needed this. She needed to be able to scream and get this off her chest. When you've been hurt like she has, it often feels like you're just screaming into the void and no one can hear you. She hasn't been able to give her side of things. We hear you, Ellie, and KT PETA, too. I'm proud of you for speaking up. I hope she's now able to find some relief and peace. I agree 100%, Chris. I couldn't have said it better. Thank you for that. Very thoughtful comment. Anna from Canada says, I'm so sorry, Ellie. You didn't deserve this. Thank you for always being so kind and welcome to me. Thank you, Anna. Really appreciate that and appreciate your support. Thank you for being a member. KT, welcome. Nice to have you in here. We caused a stir yesterday, KT PETA. Sandra San 1313 says, I don't follow much of this drama and bullying, but it's got to stop. What kind of adult person would do this crap? I don't know Ellie, but the fact that she is this upset should show these people that they need to stop this BS. The only creator that I know of bullied people. I unsubscribed from once the crap went down at the encampment. I haven't followed this person since. Grow up, instigators. Thank you, MLH. I accidentally typed LRH, LOL, for allowing these women to have their voice heard and for standing up to these bullies. I thank you, Sandra. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Kendra Rose says, I can't even believe this is a thing. What's wrong with people? People need to grow up. Thanks for moderating and rising above, MLH. Try my best, Kendra. It's kind of rough waters to go through with a little mini rowboat, but I'm doing. I think I'm doing an okay job at it. Viv Ross says, I don't understand why people won't name names. Can you explain why no one will just say it out loud? Viv Ross, if you rewatch that stream, I named names. So hopefully you rewatch it and, can pick out all the names that I called out. And Ellie and KT. So Nameless says DOA is crap. He even said things about Jenna Miscavige. He went after Aaron. I unsubscribed right away. Like I said, I don't recommend anybody unsubscribe from anybody. You're free to choose what you want to do, but that you'll never hear that on this stream. No matter how egregious something is, I just can't do it. For YouTube reasons, they have a very strict policy against that. It's against their guidelines, and for two, I'm not a vicious person. I just don't do that. Belinda Woolridge says DOA has caused so much chaos and real hurt. It's so sad. It really is when you boil it down to its basic elements. Thank you for the comment, Belinda. DOA started this ball rolling, and he keeps at it. His chat, some are just as awful. Thank you for the comment. And again, more comments from Belinda here. So sorry you all going through this. This one person's causing so much real life pain for you all. He makes up stuff and really fall for his BS mind games. Yeah, I know. Ginger, who's in chat, says, sorry I missed this, Ellie. Ellie has been kind-spirited, and I miss her. For many of us, this has not vanished from memory. Be well, Ellie. Thank you, Ginger. I know you know the full kind of shebang. Had to record a car crash video, Cape Cod says. Wow, okay, cool. Let's see. Pinche Becky says, unfortunately, I wasn't able to be in the live when you had Ellie and KT PETA. I hope I spoke out loud enough for Ellie. If I didn't say more, it's because I didn't want it to cause blowback. Becky, you did fine. You're doing fine out there. You know how I feel about you. You know how I feel about Ellie, about everybody. Thanks for the support is all I can say, I felt Ellie cared about the protest and the protesters and wanted to get their channels to grow, to spread the awareness, then was treated so badly. 100% Pippi. That statement couldn't be more true. It couldn't be more true. One thing I know about Ellie, she knew about Scientology. She knew the nefariousness of them, and her goal was always to be part of the cause to take Scientology down. KT PETA, who's in chat, says, who are the cowards now? Not MLH, Ellie, or KT PETA, that's for sure. Yeah, there's nothing in there that, I'm not proud of. Nothing in there that I'm not proud of. Free Jeff Winehouse says, watching the replay because YouTube sucks. Yeah, I know they don't get you the notifications, do they? And finally, Denise H says, Ellie was always kind and welcoming to me in chat. Never saw her do anything but help keep chat a safe and enjoyable place to be. The attack against her showed me the true character of some creators that I no longer support. Thank you, Denise. That's very well said. Thank you. Let's see if we have any. I'm sure we have some held for review. Any bets on whether or not we have any held for review? Type of 1 for yes, we have comments in there, and type of 2 for no in there. Pup Groomer, welcome. Nice to have you in here as always. I appreciate you. Where's Pup Groomer? There you are. Hey, Pup. Nice to have you in here. So Becky thinks we definitely have comments in there. 1 for comments, 2 for no held for review comments. Everybody's saying 1. Chris 1, Nanya 1, Fab Daddy 2. So you're outnumbered 3-1, buddy. Fuzzy says 2, 3-2 now. Ooh, this is getting good. Unleash the troll comments. Okay, let's take a peek. I'll pull it up here. Wow, the minority was right in this case. Look at that. No held for review comments, no nasty troll comments, no shit posts, nothing. Wow, I'm really surprised. I am shocked. All right, let's see what mentions we got. I'm sure KT's in there. King Bluto put out this show. Thank you, King Bluto. Appreciate that. KT. Also, want to thank MLH for the live you did yesterday for Ellie, providing her time and safe passage, I'm guessing. And then 3 hours ago, KT again. KT again and again. And then Dragonette. Thank you for mentioning me, Dragonette, and that's it. Okay, so those are the comments. Let's transition back over to the title screen. Let's see what we got in here. Can you see that, mother trucker? Leslie Jean says, dang, I'm really late. My 2 cents. Ellie is the reason I came out of lurking to add my voice. She was so kind and made me feel so welcome. I miss her and have been so concerned for her well-being. Thank you, Leslie Jean. I'm here to tell you guys that she's on the road to recovery. She may or may not ever come back to YouTube. That's to be determined. That's for her to, and her alone to go through. So I mean, keep the kind words coming. Let's lift her up. I love Ellie. She's just one of a kind. She's super into helping people and being kind and spreading love to others. She didn't deserve any of the vitriol she got, and it just it's a shame. It's a shame that there are people that will drive people to actually think about unaliving themselves and stuff like that. And I'm just here to say I'm thankful that she's still here among us. She is on her journey to recovery, and I would hope that everybody respects that. And if she ever, I've said this before and I'm going to say it again, Ellie was my mod, is my mod, and always will be my mod. She is a one-of-a-kind mind. She's definitely kind. She's a human lie detector. Can ferret out truth. Can ferret out fantasy from reality. I have nothing but good things to say about Ellie, and I'm super happy that more and more people are recognizing that what happened was completely wrong. There was no fault on Ellie's side. And the stupid interpretations that are out there, the bogus rumors and lies and vitriol that was pointed at Ellie and myself and others was not warranted. And I just hope that you guys can recognize that and continue to be a positive, loving force on my channel anyways, and hopefully that extends to other channels, and we can continue to grow ourselves and be even more kind and loving to others, and just continue to be us. You know what I mean? Just continue to just kick ass. And I don't mean that physically, I mean that metaphorically, obviously, but continue to just provide you guys with the best in content, and the best that I can to my ability, and love and support people that are kind and loving to you. Ellie's been nothing but kind and loving to anybody that comes into chat. It's weird. There's there's parallels to Bernie here. Bernie, I've talked about this before. Bernie is a rarity in life. You know, she is one of the people that anybody she talks to, she always has a very warm, full grinned smile, and is a big time hugger. If you ever meet Bernie, I know for a fact she will give you a big time hug. Ellie is kind of the same in a different way in all the chats. She's the hugger in chats. She will welcome anybody, make everybody feel at ease, at home. You know, never tried to cause any harm, never tried to control anybody. As a matter of fact, there have been people on record that have said that. Um, you know, I know MD Media has typed that out in chat. I know Sweet Sunslice has said that. But yet these people will not stand up for Ellie, and in fact they're doing just the opposite. They're, you know, causing havoc and stuff. But you know, I'm just here to tell you that you know, I'm very proud of the work that Ellie has done on my channel. If you know, she recovers fully and she ever wants to come back, I know my channel is going to be one of the first channels she comes back to help out and do stuff for her. And but I'm not promising that. That's up to her. But I know one thing: she's always going to be welcome on our channel, because this is our channel, right? I know it's my channel, but it's really our channel. So, you know, how did you and Ellie meet? Pippi says. Okay, I'll tell you that. I don't really know. I know she was one of my first subs, Pippi. If she wasn't the first sub, she was like the second sub, because I have another account, RP Grinders, that I sub to my MLH account with. I think she was the second subscriber, and she really liked what I did, and the thing about it is I made some of the mistakes that almost every single YouTuber makes. They make everybody a mod, and that always ends up biting you in the ass. There's always a person that gets sour or doesn't appreciate a video and will go back and delete comments and block people and do all that type of stuff, you know, rogue mod type of stuff. So you know, she told me, you know, MLH, you can't make everybody a mod. You can't make your friends mods, you know, who you think are friends mods, because usually bites you in the ass. And it's a hard reality that a lot of YouTubers just go through, you know, and I did. You know, I had to mitigate damage and explain things and, you know, work through it. And Ellie was always there. So it's kind of the origins of how we met there, Pippi. So there you go. These people need to understand, when you play the cancel game, eventually it would come for you too. 100%, Chris. I'm still experiencing it, Chris. Like I said, I mean, I keep losing subs. I want to blame it on, you know, the previous week not being there, but you know, it is what it is. L. Ron Liar, I support Ellie. Thank you, L. Ron. I appreciate you, man. We need to catch up, man. You need to give me a call soon. I love L. Ron's channel. Fucking awesome channel, dude. I just love what you do. Ellie was my mod for only 2 days. The fact I stood up for her and not the bigger, shameless, let's see, where I lost it. I stood up for her and not the bigger channels whom she helped grow, really is sickening. I would do it again. 100%. Hold on. I got to check something out. Oh, yeah. I remember how I really met Ellie. There was another channel that was under the guise of a nonprofit and a homeless outreach, a homeless advocate. Not going to mention that channel's name because not worth mentioning. And that's how we kind of met. So There you go. Let's see. Mistakes are forgiven. Destruction, betrayal is not. Yes, KTP. I've been timed out and even blocked from a few channels. Yeah, I mean, sometimes people don't like to hear the truth, right, Pippi? Mental health and YouTube can be linked. Praying for Ellie and anyone else that suffers. 100% Fab Drizzle. I like to just be a fan. Jonathan says, yeah. Sometimes I think about that, Jonathan, and sometimes I just. But I have a bigger mission. I need my message to get out to as many people as possible. You guys are a big part of it. You can help me out by talking to your friends, your family. I will say this. I'm not gonna say my channel is the greatest channel on YouTube or any of that. I'm not self-grandiose like that. But I will say that my channel is one of the most honest channels on YouTube. You're not going to get a lot of spin. You're going to get facts. You're going to get, and if I happen to throw out conjecture and all that type of stuff, speculation, I'll let you know this is just speculation, but yeah, I just, I always try to be as honest I can be. It's a lot easier to be honest, quite frankly, than it is to be a liar, because then you have to, create more and more lies to cover up previous lies, and eventually it catches up. So, that's just my handle on things. Stood by Ellie and me from day one, not throughout it all. He didn't care about what came for him. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You have to be brave sometimes and understand that there might be repercussions, and if you can't stomach it, then then you're Jonathan's right. Just be a fan, a sub, a supporter in other ways. It's a different breed to be a content creator. It's not an easy job. This is my full-time job. I take it very seriously. So, we're going to continue doing what we do. I'm going to continue as being as transparent as I can with you all. I bring you guys the latest news. I bring just everything that I bring to the channel. I always bring my all. And, I hope you guys recognize that, and maybe you can tell, like I said, tell a friend. This guy doesn't have the best channel on YouTube, but damn it, he's honest, and, he deserves a little bit of attention for what he's doing. So, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Okay, on that note, I'm going to let you get back to your wonderful Saturday. It's going to be another scorcher in Denver, the Mile High City. Hopefully you guys are staying hydrated and cool out there. Thank you so much to everybody for everything, the kind words. I didn't get any negative comments this week, which is always a bonus. You and Bernie are very humble people. We try to be, Pippi. I know, I got a brand new car, but we don't own it yet. The bank still owns it. We don't own very many things. I have an Xbox and a PlayStation and a TV at least, and a bed and a roof over my head, and I'm very grateful for that, because I've been in precarious situations before. So always stay humble. So, all right, that's it for me, everybody. Hope you guys have a great. Oh, before you go, let me give you my message I always give everybody. If you're suffering from your own mental health, please reach out to somebody that you know, love, and trust. In lieu of that, my email is mexicanlonghair@gmail.com. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor, but I do listen, and sometimes that helps. But if I don't get back to you in a timely fashion, just remember, somebody out there thinks you are their favorite. Hold on to that thought. Could save your life. There's also a national hotline here in the United States and in Canada, North American hotline, I should say, 988, 3 simple digits, dial 988. That'll get you connected to a professional that can help you out, work through your issues. If you're not inclined to speak to someone, you can also text that number. You can do the texting thing back and forth. And lastly, if you're not in North America, you can simply type in mental health help in your browser of choice. It will pull up a plethora of options for you. Please click on those options and see if they can help you out, okay? Always talk to somebody, all right? Always talk to somebody, whether it's me or somebody else. Anyways, take care of yourself, everybody else in your life. Reach out to somebody that you may have not talked to in a long time, maybe a friend, maybe a family member, maybe an acquaintance. And with that, I'm going to leave you guys with hopefully some inspiration to do some of the things that I do on the channel. You guys have a great day. I will see you guys on... Oh, do we want to talk about the week? Let's see. Tonight, okay, before we go, quick announcement. Tonight, no music show tonight, but I will be doing a call-in show at 7 Eastern time. So I'll have the number up there. You can call one at a time. You can speak about anything on your mind. We can talk about your favorite movies, your favorite music, the drama for the week, whatever. It's going to be about a 45-minute to an hour-long show. Hope to see you guys all there. Normally, I would do music, but, copyright strikes and people complaining about me playing music on YouTube. So, trying something different. The show's going to be called Let's Talk. So, let's talk tonight, all right? Tomorrow, don't forget to catch Bernie's Hot Tub Time Machine. You're not going to want to miss napkin art and all the adult karaoke shenanigans on her channel. If you haven't subbed to Bernie, make sure you do so. I'll be there tomorrow as well. Monday through Wednesday is cop watching, protesting, things of that nature. Usually I try to take Thursdays off. Never works out that way, but hopefully I'll get a day off on Thursday. Friday I do RP Grinders on twitch.tv/RP Grinders every Friday at 7 Eastern time. Saturday, of course, is the comment show, and at night we're going to do the new talk show, Let's Talk. All right, that's good. Hope to see you guys all there tonight. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See y'all later. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to give you guys some outro Sanford and Son.